Hey divas and gents, I'm coming to you with a ButterBeeScraps design team project. Woo! Okay, let's go ahead and dive in so I don't take long. This is all the amazingness that I used. Like I said, I try to use as much product as I can when I design. So let's just dive in. I use these super stinking cute little, what are they called? Acrylic flowers. Super. I used these little, let me see, they're the clear 6mm, and they're they're a hibiscus, but it's not round, it's like a flat round. Then I use these really pretty little doodads right here. I use these flat backs, light rose, the SS16s. I use this super stinking cute owl. It's new to the store. I use this amazing piece that is new to the store. I used these right here are some really big tight bead caps. So there's multiple ways of using these, and these are thin, so you can, they're pliable. I use the ball head pins, this really pretty double link chain. This right here is part of the grab bags Monique has at her store. So I did use both of them, honestly. In a couple of the projects, I used some of these. There's a lot of, it's copper and bronze, and a lot of split rings. So I did use the split rings in here, which are the ones that double loop. Okay. Then I use this one right here because it has an array of bronze and copper pieces in here, where there's bead caps, metal beads, and there's just an array of things. And she doesn't have any of these that she sells individually. You would have to buy this to get stuff that's in here. Okay, so I use those. I use these were new to the store a couple months ago. I used this right here, the SS12 pointy backs in AB. I used this. Did I use this? Yes, I did. Okay, just want to make sure. And then I use these little doodads. These are super adorable. And then I used these. These are really, they're one of the older filigree flowers. They can be used as bead caps or flowers. I used them as flowers. And then I use this. This is the only last one I have. These are much smaller, pliable. So I used a lot of product, okay? So let's dive in. Yay! And show you what I did. Okay, so let me take these out. I did this super cute little box that I absolutely heart. Let me show you the bottom. This box is a wooden box that Tara, the nurse Tara, hey girl, she gifted me a bunch of little boxes from her store that she has out there, that they have a lot of little wooden things that you can alter. She gifted me that, so I was really excited to use another one. This is my second one to use, my last one. And then so I used some I think it's called American Girl. I got it from Michael's paper line. I loved the plaid look. Then I used those trims. This trim I got from LA. This trim Natty got from LA, and she gave me a bunch of it. It's really super pretty. This is the ButterBee, the legs. So these are really cute because they're small. They're not too big. They're adhered with E6000. Okay. Then the top, I use the super small Chinese braid that I got from Hobby Lobby. These are the doodads from the store. And then I lined the braid all the way around. It's still in the drying process up top. But I used one of those metal pieces and I bent it to fit this arch. And then I also adhered with E6000. Then this is the little flower bead cap. I adhered that with E6000. Then in the middle I have that really light pink bling. Then I have glossy accent all over this flower, and I sprinkled some of this Martha Stewart. It's super fine iridescent glitter. It's not fully dried yet, so it's still cloudy looking. But that's what I have here. And then I have the little, what you call it's in each of the corners. And this one's almost dry. Excuse me. It's almost dry. So I just wanted it to make it decorative. Excuse me. And then I use the same paper here I have some pearl bling here, the round kind that goes all the way around. I adhered that with E6000. I'm sorry, glossy accents all the way through, and then I put the pearls on there. I painted the whole box pink using the pink satin by Martha Stewart. And then there's the flowers. So these are those big bead caps, and I just double layered them because they almost look like the Hawaiian flowers. So I put those together, and I put a little of the doodad there. Same thing with these bead caps. I bended them because they're very pliable. Then inside they have the light pink bling. And everything's being held down with E6000. So this is the cute little tray that sits on the legs. I love it. It's so cute. This is going to be gifted to somebody. She doesn't know it yet. There'll be something else in here. So that's the tray. Then here I made a bracelet using the owl. I loved it. So I bent it so that it would fit perfectly around my wrist. And I put the little doodads, there we go, as the eyeballs. I did not want to add anything on top of it. I wanted to keep it all just the owl. Super cute. Okay. And then down here is where I use the split rings because this metal is thin. So you would want to use split rings because if you use the jump rings, it might possibly come out in between because you can close them real tight, but since this is pretty thin, it can, it's a possibility it would fall through. So the split rings are perfect. There's no way that this is going to come through. Then I used a split ring. So I put a split ring, and then putting those together, I used a jump ring where it's just the one loop. Okay. And then I hooked on the chain. The chain looks just like this. Then I hooked on another split ring on top out of copper. And these are the copper bead caps that are in that mixed pack. And I just used the ball head pins, and there's the little crystals. And then this is how it clasps on, which is perfect because it already has this top part, like, what do you call it? If you were to hang it from a necklace. So that worked out perfect. This was from my stash. Oops. And then I just took it on. So, let's do it this way so you can see. Let me go ahead and put it on really fast so that you can see how it looks on, and it's really easy to put on. See, and it has the little dangles. I added the copper as just a pop of something different since everything else is bronze. But see how beautiful that is? Absolutely, and it's very light, very delicate. Gorgeous. Okay, so that's that one. Let me take this one off. And then I want to show you the other one I made. Okay, put this in the box. Here's the other one. Okay, so this right here is the one that I used. This is the main piece. And I bent it around my wrist so that it would cup. I'll show you where I put it on. But I did that. Then on top of that, I put this big flower. Oops. This one right here. And I also bent that. And I put it on top. And if you see on this flower, it's meant to hang, I guess, as a pendant. There is a hole right up here. Okay. So that little hole is what I did on the side. I put it on the side so that I can hang these little dangles. So there's little bead caps. Did I show you those bead caps? Because those are new to the store. Where did they go? Oh, I don't know if I showed these, but these ones right here are new to the store. They're very thin, very lightweight little bead caps. So I put those, they're sandwiched right in between the bead and the actual little acrylic flower. So you see, you can barely see it, just a hint of it right there. And then this is on top. So see how cute? And I hung it off of a split ring. All the split rings and jump rings came from the mix pack. And I hung those as the dangle on the side. And then this right here is also, this is not pliable. This is a heavier piece of metal, so you cannot bend it or cut it. These are actually heavy. So I use that as the centerpiece. Then I went ahead and used the pointy back in the AB, and that's what's in the middle. So see how fun that is? I also have that to where I used 2 split rings and then a jump ring, and that's how it's holding here. Same here, it's 2 split rings and a jump ring. So when this goes on, it looks like this. I could put it this way, I'll put it this way so you can see how it looks with the dangles on this side. And since these are, I used lobster claws that weren't super tiny, so they're easier to put on. So, okay, there we go. And then here's the dangles on the side. Tell me that is not just pretty. I love it. That's an absolute statement piece wearing that. Someone's going to ask. It's very unique. I love it. I so love working with metals, I tell you. I love it. So these are my design team projects for Monique's store. I hope you guys love it and you're inspired and that you give metal a try. And honestly, I'm not doing much but bending and adhering or cutting these metals. I am not doing anything extra out of the ordinary to create this. It's just layering, getting the metals, layering them, and seeing how they look. So these are very fun. I absolutely love this owl. I'm going to make some more of these because I love how delicate it is. And it's very simple and very cute with just a few little dangles. So, see? And then did the cute little tray that I love. So that is it for me, and I hope you ladies enjoy what you see, and thank you so much for all your comments, and all of you guys are so beautiful. If no one has told you today, you're beautiful and amazing. So stay tuned. I do have more cards on the way. I have to do the 20. I'm focused. So I will get back to you guys on that. You guys have an amazing and blessed day, and I will see you soon. Bye.